Why should it be? I posted a reel today, an old joke of mine about the reclining and upright position on the plane. Listen to this comment. People forget that sometimes, most of the time, stand-up comedy is not reality. Don't recline in a plane. You're showing selfish human behavior. Planes are so small as it is. Let me see if this is My Boy Magic is the name. Let's see what. Yep, My Boy Magic has no picture, no followers. He's just trolling. He's trolling.
So people actually just make up accounts just to do that?
Oh yeah. People love to troll. And they want to get numbers when they become trolls. It's just like this weird, very unhealthy relationship with wanting attention.
Internet sub-society.
Mm-hmm.
Sub-society.
Subsidies.
Playing this weekend at the...
At the sub-society.
At the sub-society. Dave,
Yo.
do you want to do a podcast?
Yes. Sounds like a good idea.
Unidentical.
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 Welcome back to Unidentical. We took a week off. I was on the road. I was doing some road gigs. Couldn't get into the studio, but we are back. Please continue to rate and review at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, wherever it is that you download your audio podcasts. Make sure you leave us a 5-star rating and a glowing review or a bad one. You can say whatever you want. It's a free country. If you want to look at our beautiful faces, we are on YouTube at Unidentical Pod. Unidentical Pod on YouTube. Make sure you like, subscribe, smash that notification bell so you know when something new and exciting is coming at you. For everything, one-stop shop, Unidentical Pod. Go to unidenticalpod.com. That's unidenticalpod.com. You can get merchandise. You can get links. You could get all the stuff. What do we have on there, Dave?
All the things.
It's not me, it's you. I see join here.
Yep, we got. Oh, yeah, you could join my email list there. You could join our email list on the website. You could click the link to the special on the website. And, of course, merchandise. And, of course, all the links to the audio and the video episodes.
Look at all his stuff.
Look at all those people. All that stuff comes with the people wearing it, by the way.
Yeah.
We're also a slave trading auction site. I'm just kidding. And if you got any inquiries, any questions, any stories,
complaints,
which I know I'm going to get, unidenticalpod@gmail.com. Let us know. Let us know. Dave. Let us know. We're in the holiday season now, right?
Oh my God.
How happy are we about that? My brother loves it.
Especially
weather outside is the same. What?
Music is my favorite.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah.
Weather outside never changes.
If I hear
we live in Southern California.
Santa.
You're gonna do what?
You haven't heard this bullshit song that they play?
No.
I'm gonna email Santa.
No.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Don't go looking for it.
How does it? Is it like a hip?
It's got to be relatively new.
I like it. You made it sound good.
Did I?
You made it sound like it slaps. You made it sound good. I'm gonna email Santa.
It slaps still.
Probably not.
Yeah.
If I'm saying it, probably not.
Yeah, right.
It's still around.
If I'm asking.
Yeah.
Slap.
Is slap still a thing?
Slappy.
It's banging. It bangs. It hits. I'm gonna make my own.
Strikes.
Yeah.
It strikes.
Impacts.
Yeah.
Collides.
All right, thesaurus.
It injures. The song fucking injures me.
Dude, that shit maims. That's a good one, actually.
Maiming.
That's a good one. Maiming.
You know what's the Christmas song I've been into the last few seasons? Mamacita, ¿dónde está Santa Claus? The Latinos, yeah, the Latino version of it. And then, of course, all I want for Christmas is you. A buddy of mine gets paid so much money every time that song gets played.
What is that?
Huh?
What did he do on it?
He wrote it.
Oh.
Yeah. Guys, he wrote that song and he makes them skrills
He writ that
whenever he
shit.
gets them bills. Yeah. Yeah, he's
I like
written
the
a bunch.
Wham
So what
one.
was that
The
movie?
Wham one's good.
Oh,
How's
the
that
Wham
one
one's
go?
good.
The Wham one is good. I like that one.
Last Christmas,
That's the one.
I give you my heart, and the very next day, it made me fart. I said fart because I'm a comedian.
Oh,
You
that
guys
was
should
good
know.
little
You guys should learn how
wordplay.
to harmonize.
We do
like-
know how to harmonize. You ready,
Okay,
Dave?
So redo that
I
one.
don't
Let's
know
listen.
how to harmonize.
Get up here with me right now, please.
That's the thing that you can do that I can never do. Is you can actually sustain a note. I could never do that.
Dave goes,
Yeah,
because you have asthma.
I don't have asthma.
Nope, you have weedma.
Weedma. Yeah,
You got weed lung.
I'm well stoned at the moment.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you?
What do you? Oh, dude, I keep forgetting. When you drop me off, don't let me forget. I got a gift bag for you. I got a goodie bag for
Well, yeah, thank you. It's for good reason. I have.
Well, the fact that you brought it up when you said you were stoned, I think we can guess what's in it.
right, I know.
you. Is it
You
weed?
got a little bag now. Guess what's in it? Something for the rich, something for the poor.
So,
Merry Christmas. And
ho, ho, ho.
I'm gonna put the camera on you more. I want to see the difference between Dave not stoned and Dave stoned. Trying to see if your eyes are squinty.
Look at the
you
camera.
get a little bit. I get a little. I call it. What do I call it? I call it like
Chinese eyes,
squish face.
racist.
You get like this face. Your face gets all squishy, but it's for good reason. I have.
Oh, you,
I have
you
some,
did come in talking about a squishy face.
Yeah, I have pain issues that I'm dealing with at the
Oh,
moment.
you're scrunchy. You get scrunch face.
Yeah, I have a. I was years, and you know this.
Mhm.
Years ago, I was diagnosed with a thing called Tarloff cyst disease.
What?
Oh,
Wait, what?
Tarloff cyst disease.
How happy are you that it sounds like a Star Wars character? Tarloff Sif. What is it?
Tarloff cyst.
Tarloff Sif.
Seriously, dude. That dude definitely is a red lightsaber.
Wait a minute. You have a thing called Tarloff cyst.
Yeah.
That sounds like a bad guy in Star Wars.
Yeah, it
It does.
It does.
It's a bad guy in your body.
Yeah, it is. It's in it. They. Here's the story. I thought I had a lower back issue, like your lumbar area. I was really concerned about this. This got to been like 20 years ago now. But so I went in and I got X-rays and I looked at the X-ray and saw this, like where my tailbone is supposed to be. I saw this big mass there.
Ew.
But I'm no doctor. I don't know anything. That could be one on deck for all I know. You know what I mean? Or another organ. Who knows?
One on deck, like piece of shit.
Yeah, you never know, right? So I was like, not gonna.
Dave's at the doctor looking at the X-ray. Go.
Yeah, I'm not.
Well, I haven't had my morning shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna jump to conclusions. I'm just gonna go to the doctor, see what they say about my lumbar part, which was why I got the X-ray, not that lower down by the tailbone there. So I get there, and the doctor's like, "Yeah, your lumbar area is fine. You probably just did, but what we're concerned about." And the first thing he did is he circled that big thing on the.
You said you have a
X-
Moff Tarkin. You have a Moff Tarkin there in your lower spine.
Get yourself a Moff Gideon there on your spine.
Oh man, I'm in the waiting room and I don't know anything about it.
I gotta get
I
surgery.
want to get a Boba Fett in my spine.
Gotta get surgery for my Darth Tyrannus. Anyway.
wow.
So he's like, yeah, what this is it's a Tarloff cyst. What it is it's you get your spine springs a leak. You get spinal fluid leak, and they get these deposits on the nerve roots in the sacral area, which is where your tailbone is, and these little fluid leak deposits grow there, and it's not too uncommon for that, and they'll grow a little bit and then stop sometimes, and they'll just kind of hang out in there and don't really.
Doesn't
Cause
spinal
some-
fluid
most-
cause like really bad headaches and shit?
Yeah, I'll get to that. So what I was told is like they stop growing at some point, and then sometimes people just have them removed. And I said, okay, so let's. And he goes, no. That's the problem with you is yours never stopped growing. He goes, yours has now worn away the bone of your sacrum, your tailbone, and your tailbone is now more cyst than it is bone.
Really?
Yeah, and now that was some years ago. 20.
Life's not fair.
It is not. So that was about 20 years ago.
So we're not
And-
identical to women.
But now the process of getting it all tested and everything, and this guy was this really renowned neurosurgeon, and he told me that he conference called other ones that he knew across the country, and they discussed it for like 7 weeks or something. I remember,
Jeez.
and he called me back in, and he said we all came up with the same thing. Right now you have this one problem, But if we go in there and start digging around and stuff, you could leave the hospital with 40 different problems, including paralysis even, you know?
So in 7 weeks, they came up with this.
Yeah.
You're fucked.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So now, unfortunately, I'm, as you know, a horrible patient.
Got it.
I'm a bad patient. I don't do checkups. I don't.
Right.
As
Well,
much as I should.
that's kind of a Collings thing, for sure.
So, anyway, as of late, I've been getting some symptoms that's it's probably growing still, and I've kind of been researching it and stuff. And yes, mine has all these nerve roots that they started growing on are now trapped within this large cyst. So
Jesus.
I
How
have
big- like when you say large, do you know how large? Like large Marge?
I don't know. It's a pretty big one.
Ugh,
Like
like
what do I
grapefruit?
look, Matt?
Like a golf ball?
It's a big one. He said. Yeah.
Rugby ball.
Those are weird. Rugbies are like out of shape footballs.
Yeah. Rugbies are retired footballs.
But anyway, so yeah, now and I get a lot of spinal headaches, what they call, which I experienced when I first got it, because when they were studying it, they shot that dye into my spine.
Oof.
And now what'll happen is when they do that, you'll get what's called a spinal fluid leak. And
That
you have
sounds
to understand
so
that
gross.
gives you the most painful headaches you can imagine. Your brain and your spinal cord kind of float in this fluid.
Right.
And when that fluid's a little depleted, it's going to kind of sink, and you could feel that in the way of a really bad headache. And so I remember stuff. So I'm having some of those headaches again, and I'm feeling a lot of stuff going on in my back. So I'm getting ready to go. I got appointments getting set up. I'm getting ready to go back and see if there's, because it's been a long time. Maybe you never know where technology is now. You know what I mean? You could,
So you're saying that they may be able to do some surgery now.
if they do, I'm curious because of what I was told about my. Do you remember that time I rolled over my belt in jiu-jitsu and I couldn't walk for like
Super.
yeah, and I felt like I broke my tailbone. Is what I told the guy. Doctor, I said I cracked. It feels like the tailbone cracked, and the doctor said, no, that's you don't have a bone there to crack. What you're feeling is exposed nerves, and that's the pain. Yeah, so. That's what I've been dealing with. How was your week?
So ladies, if you're wondering, he's a grower. My week was fine. I was in Vegas for 3 days of it. I did one of my favorite shows in Vegas. I did the Dirty at 12:30.
Oh yeah.
But it's a 3-show run now. You go out there, you do an 8 o'clock show at New Woo. New Woo is this huge cannabis place. Now they have a club. They have a comedy club, a New Woo Comedy Club.
Oh, is that where you got the gift?
Yeah, that's where I always and I'm not a big weed guy like Panama Red over here, and I get goodie bags, and so I always get to bring my brother back treats. But yeah, we do the 8 o'clock show there. We do the 12:30 at the South Point Casino in the Grand View room or whatever the fuck it's called, and then now there's a show Saturday night, and this one was really cool. It's a show at the Foundation Room in Mandalay Bay. And if you know that the Foundation Room is up on top, it's at the top of the building. And they have an outdoor patio that's an incredible view of the Strip. You know, it was interesting being in that room, though, because that's where that guy was when he was shooting all the cowboys. Remember the country music thing? And that we were literally right above the room where you could look. We're looking over the balcony. You can look.
You mean where all those people got shot?
Yeah, where the guy was shooting people out the window of Mandalay Bay.
Did I tell you, just on this quick side note, on another podcast that was here, I had one of the ladies who actually got shot in the head.
She was on your podcast?
She was on one of the podcasts here, and she was just describing the whole ordeal.
How'd her head look?
I mean, it looked fine. She said she still had like drainage and some other issues and stuff like that.
yeah.
But I mean,
Imagine
yeah, she had to have
surviving
several surgeries. And you know, because you hear about people, oh, I was there, blah, blah, blah. Here's someone who actually was there and got shot and remembers getting shot.
I was
and
there.
Described it. It was the spookiest thing just listening to her describe it. Like,
it was creepy at the time because while it was happening, a very good friend of mine who's a stand-up comic was performing at MGM, which is right across the street.
Yeah.
And called me. And she's like, I don't know what's going on. They just locked down the entire hotel room. I can hear crazy stuff outside. There's all kinds of ambulances. I don't know what's going on. I think there's a shooter in the hotel. And this was as it was happening.
No way.
So it wasn't like they knew what was going on.
Right.
So as far as she knew, whatever was happening, because they announced active shooter, but
Yeah.
didn't say where. So they're locking down everything.
Yeah.
And she's like, "There's an active shooter, and I don't know if it's in here." And I said, "Okay, relax," because everything got they had the alarms on. So I turned the TV on. I go, "It's not. It's across the street from you, but just stay."
Yeah.
But crazy. That's crazy.
I think what's really crazy is in an emergency, not knowing anything, the first call she made was to you.
Yeah, I'm Superman, guys. I'm a hero. Okay, I'm a hero. All heroes don't wear capes.
It's just like a microphone symbol on the cloud.
Yep.
Jason, you're needed in Vegas.
Big ST on my chest. Shit talker. Shit talker. I'm here to save everyone.
And you didn't think to record that and like sell it to TMZ or some shit?
No. What I think is weird is how people think it was one guy.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Conspiracy.
Come on. They say
You only heard
what you want to. that he offed himself, right? But I don't believe this, but a lot of people do believe that he was not in there alone, and the person that he was with offed him and escaped.
What's their evidence for that?
Probably not much. Probably not a lot. People love to just
Speculate.
yeah.
You know what I was thinking too
speculum.
that people love to do when you were first talking about that
Mhm.
shooting, when there are those people who who lie about being there for like the attention of it.
Stolen valor. It's kind of like that stolen
yeah.
valor thing. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
people just want to be
You've
a part
heard
of something.
stories of people who say they were
Yeah.
in the Twin Towers when they weren't, or
People crave, not everybody, but there is a type of person that craves sympathy. They want to be, they want people to go, "Whoa, are you okay? Are you hurt?"
yeah,
Because they want to have the chance to go, "No, I'm good. Made it through."
like people who
I'm a
talk
hero.
about like their back situations on podcasts.
No,
I'm
not
just
that.
kidding.
But I'm talking about like people that post pictures of themselves in the ER,
Dude,
but don't say what's wrong.
so much
Hey,
of that
piss
now.
me off more. They're just like, it's a Monday. You know what I mean? But Münchausen syndrome,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And they want this. They want the people on their social media to go, "Why? Whoa, what's wrong? Why are you there?" They're getting a vaccine. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? Or it's like it's like a very common thing that they're getting done. Like,
But again, it's that younger generation where
we have to know.
every
We have
little
to know.
boo-boo had to be kissed and patted, and it's okay.
they have
You
to
know,
know. They have to let us know, and
Yeah.
we need to take care of them and pat their little bodies, their little behinds with powder.
It's okay. It's
I'm gonna powder your butt, little pussy. I'm gonna powder your butt, little pussy. Ugh, give me a break.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I've been talking about this on stage. I go, we were taught to take everything and bury it. You know, we just bury our feelings. We take it off, bury it, and you bury it, and then you blow up at your family 30 years later.
right.
Damn, but yeah, Vegas was fun.
Cool.
Foundation Room is awesome. They literally when you're on stage, your backdrop is the strip. It's,
Oh, wow.
And what's cool about this show is it's a very intimate venue.
Can you see the airport?
Everyone's naked. What?
Can you see the airport?
Not from that side, no. From the outdoor patio, you can.
Really?
Mhm.
Cool.
You could, from the outdoor patio, the way it's set up, this way to your left is the strip, the whole strip. You see all the
Nothing but the
hotels, right?
strip.
And then this way is like, this way is the airport.
Ah.
And it shows you all the, shows you. You could see all the little private airfields and stuff. But
Do you see the Thailand?
but it's members only. It's one of those members only spots. The show. You can go
Bragging.
to the Foundation Room as just a muggle, a tourist. You can go in there. But the show was for members only and a guest and their guest.
Mm.
And apparently to become a member, it's like something like $4,500 or something a year.
That's so funny, muggles. I know a few comedians who refer to non-comedians as muggles.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
funny to me.
Normies or muggles.
Yeah. Civilians.
Yeah.
I did a show at a
Civvies.
private club last week in Newport Beach, 20-minute spot, great money, in and out. And while I'm there, I'm like, this is a great place. I go, the guy that's in charge of everything goes, yeah, it's a $250,000 a year to be a member.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah. The cars that were they had one of those brand new Aston Martin SUVs was parked out front. I'm like, oh, I don't belong here at all. And it was just a bunch of all men, by the way.
Did they laugh?
Yeah, but when they were done, they were done. They were done when they were done. Yeah,
What do you mean? They would just
they were like, and then it was like, okay, let's move on.
Oh,
Let's talk over dinner because it's all men. It was like 100 and something men. It ranged from age 24 to 80, and all of them are very successful people. So they're always, busy, And I had them. I did 20 minutes, and I think I had them for the first 8.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
Then they went back on their phones.
Yeah. But then I had them laughing because I said, all right, I'm going to go. And one guy went, good. Right? I went, F you, buddy. Good. I don't care. I go, the check is cleared and I'm grabbing one of these cigars on the way out. And that, for some reason, that tickled
Broke the
me
ice,
like that,
huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was an interesting show. But yeah, other than that, man, just.
I like this guy. He's got gumption.
Oh, yeah, I had Moxie.
Speaking of that, do you guys think there are actual gentlemen's clubs left? Remember
Yes.
back in the old days where it would be like, these successful guys would go and they would have cigars. Now you hear gentlemen's club, you think strip club.
Spearmint
You know what I
round.
mean? Yeah, stuff
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
But I'd love to see an actual gentleman's
There are.
club.
There's a members only club downtown LA. What is that?
The Jonathan Club?
Is it called the Jonathan Club?
God, I'm so out of. I don't know. I've never heard of any of these things.
We walked by it when we were downtown, and it's like this old brick building, and they have like security out front.
Yeah.
And it's a members only spot.
I know what you're talking about.
They have their own
it's
cigar
on-
lounge and all
it's
that.
on Flower
Athletic.
Yeah.
and
Athletic.
Fifth.
What is it? The Athletic Club or something?
That's something else.
No.
Yeah.
No,
do,
I know.
Do you remember? You don't remember?
No,
You
And
have a
I'm not-
bad remembering.
and I can't be a member of any of those places because I ain't got the money.
But if that's what makes it,
I
that
love
kinda takes the cool out
that.
of
By
it.
the way, it takes cool out. I love the gentleman club thing. By the way, you know what I mean. I like that we can go to a space where it's just guys, and not in a gay way, not all the time.
Right.
Not all the time.
Not all.
But like hang out, have a cigar, and like these guys were all doing that. When I got there, they were having drinks on the patio, and then the next thing was dinner, and then I was the entertainment during dinner. Then from there, they moved out to the golf course, and this was at night, and they went onto the golf course for cigars.
Mm.
And I'm like, and I'm at the age now where I'm like, I love that shit. This place is called Bear
Sounds the
Bear
beginning of a
Cent-
Netflix
Bear
show where
something.
someone
It's
gets killed.
in Newport Beach by Fashion Island. It's right behind Fashion Island. It's called.
Okay.
Is it Bear County? Bear Country? Bear? I can't remember what it's called.
Bear
Well-
Country Jamboree.
But the one
That's
you were
what-
talking about in downtown LA is the California Club. I do remember that.
That's one.
yeah, it's right on Flower.
It's a pretty cool looking. Like when you walk by and there's like
Right.
security there, you're like, it makes you kind of go, I want to be a member.
Yeah. I'll pay it.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to become a Soho House member.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the Soho House. It's not men only, but it's really cool. They have screening rooms that you can use. They have, it's pretty cool.
They have podcast rooms.
No. Screening rooms, like if you want to watch a movie or have but there's a membership that you can get where you can go to all of them.
Oh,
Like if I'm in
Like a
Nashville,
gym
I can go to the Nashville one because I've been to the WeHo one. I've been to the second WeHo one, Hollywood Hyatt. I can't remember the name of this. I've been to the two in Hollywood.
mm-hmm.
I've been to the Malibu Beach House one. It's called the Little Beach House in Malibu. It's the only Soho house that you have to pay separate to go to that one.
Right.
Even if you get the
Beautiful.
membership to all of them, doesn't mean you can go to this one.
Yeah.
And
I've
our
been to
cousin,
that one.
our cousin was in charge of membership for a while. So
So
we
what's the point of it? I mean, because obviously there's like gyms like Equinox or something like that where you have all these things, and then there's things like Regis where there's office space and it's centered on office space.
well this
So
one
what's this centered on?
Soho is centered in entertainment, I think, because you can go there all day. There's the restaurants. You can go there and get some work done with your laptop open and stuff. And it feels private.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to get bombarded by anything. You're not going to be like celebrities can go there and not have to worry about paparazzi coming up and bothering them.
Right.
And then if you want to have a night out socially and you want to go to a bar, but you don't want to wait in line and deal with all that stuff.
Yeah, and you want to feel
you got
special.
your own spot you can go to, and the food's really good.
So is it ever like super packed?
I've been there when it's not overly packed.
Yeah,
but it's
because what
packed.
would be the
It's fun.
point if it's super packed?
Yeah, it's fun. But
I've been
I
to
would-
two.
Hmm.
I've been to that one, the Little Beach House.
And then West.
The one, no, I've been the one in Nashville.
Oh yeah, that's right. We went to the one in Nashville
Mhm.
because the guy, my buddy Richie, who his company produced my special, he has the membership where he can go to all of them. And I heard the New York one is really cool.
Mm.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just kind of cool too. It's like I know this sounds shitty to say, but it's like a status thing. You're like, I'm a member.
Yeah.
I'm a card carrying member. But yeah, it's
Look at these. Yeah, this is
the WeHo one, the West Hollywood one has an
Opulent.
incredible 360-degree view from the
Okay.
restaurant at the top, and you could see all the way into. Yeah, it's pretty dope.
membership starts from $718.50 quarterly.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep. And if you're under 27 gets. That's another thing. They're
Whoa.
They're trying to get
What are
the
you
tech billionaires in.
well, what they want to keep it cool. They want to keep it hip.
Oh.
So under 27 gets a discount to become a member.
Mm.
It's like an incentive. Like they're incentivizing younger people to come in.
Yeah, they don't want it to be an old fogies club.
Right. And when you're there, it doesn't feel like it. But you have people of all, walks of life there, except poor people. And there's always a DJ. There's always a DJ playing at night during the restaurant, but not too loud. Sometimes they'll do live music. But then they have a restaurant on one end. They have another bar restaurant on the other. They have like these private screening rooms where like if you have a meeting with a producer and you want to show all this stuff. And then they have like photo booths that are kind of cool. It's a neat experience.
Let me ask you this: if because there's no, if I wasn't related to you or our cousin, there's no way would have gone into any of these or
As-
been able to go into. What,
No way you would want to, or
no, been able to.
Why?
Because how do you because that's the only way I got in, was able to go.
Just
right?
buy a membership. Anybody can buy a membership. It's just
Well, it
that's
says you can
that
apply for a membership.
you can
That's
apply,
what I mean.
which, yeah. Apparently, I was told because I'm in the entertainment industry, it wouldn't be
Yeah.
hard at all.
But if you were like a drug dealer,
Oh, then it's free
yeah, okay.
as long as you provide
As long as you
goodies
supply.
in the bathroom. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's fun. But I did that. The one that I did in Newport, though, I'm not sure if that one was a little too stuffy and like Ivy League. I don't know what you call it, but it was
Which one?
the one in Newport. I can't remember the name of it. Bear something. Bear shit. But anyways,
Bare minimum.
yeah, right. But yeah, the guy's like, yeah, it's $250,000 to become a member. I'm like, excuse me?
Mhm.
If I had an extra $250,000 laying around, I don't think I would use it to become a member of this club. And I know it was all men that night, but I don't know if it's men only all the time.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's like a He-Man woman hater club.
There's a Bear Creek Golf Club.
Bear something.
Bear Creek Golf.
Bear Canyon, maybe? I don't fucking remember. But anyways, it's right up there in Newport. But yeah, that's what I did.
And it
this
was
weekend.
all men,
all men.
like older guys.
Hot, sexy men. I mean, yeah.
Like, were they kind of like, with
Oh, dude.
is that the whole bear thing?
No,
Oh.
no. But rich. But one guy, but all the way up to the 80s in age. And they had one guy sitting right in front of me, back to me at the dinner table, and he didn't hear anything I was doing. And he had hearing aids in. So I just started fucking with my mic. I would do a joke that wouldn't land, and I go, he gets it though. And I would pat him on the shoulder, and he would just go. And I would say something. I was like, am I right, dude? Yeah. And he didn't know what was going on.
And he was pretty elderly.
Elderly guy. But dude, the cocky attitude of a lot of these men,
Oh,
especially the ones in their 30s that were there. It was a lot of guys leaning back like, make me laugh, pal. Huh, pal. One of those guys that loves to call you pal.
Pal.
What I paid for this, I don't have to laugh.
Yeah, exactly.
I can hire somebody to laugh for me.
You could see you could see the painful insecurity in a lot of these men. Yeah, I'm here because I have absolutely no penis to speak of.
Yeah.
Right.
That kind of shit. Remember a guy that just bought a boat character on SNL?
Yeah.
A lot of those guys in there.
Right.
It's tiny. Remember you would always say
It's bad.
it's bad.
So
It's bad.
speaking of your routine, have you done any political
Routine.
post election stuff into?
All I'm saying is I got a bit that I'm doing where I'm like, oh, if this guy wins, I'm leaving. If this man's the president, I'm moving out of the country. And I'm like, well, then fucking bye. See ya. If it helps the traffic on the 405, get the fuck out of here. That's all it is. I'm not really going political.
Going deep. Yeah.
I'm just telling everybody to chill out. Hey, guys, relax. Everything's going to be fine.
Yeah.
It's going to be 4 years on a planet that's been around for I say all that stuff. I go, and they're probably going to die. He's probably going to die before us. He's 100. The guy's an old man.
Yeah.
But it's also like, you know, I'm touching on all the celebrities saying they were going to move out of the country. They're not doing that shit. They're hanging out.
Problem is when you saw Biden in his first, when he first got elected, he went downhill quick, and he looked old and feeble.
Wow.
The problem with Trump is not going to look old and feeble when he goes downhill. He's still going to be yelling at people and just throwing power around.
Oh, he's gonna have
And
that
so people are
putty
going to
knife.
just start executing
He's
all
gonna-
this crazy stuff.
But even when he's dying, he's going to be like, I'm dying the best death. No one has ever died this well. I'm dying the most glorious, best death anybody's ever died. Everyone's saying it.
No one's ever gonna be as dead as I
What is he now? He has the record as the oldest sitting president, oldest person to get elected. He's older than Biden was when Biden got first elected.
yeah, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, he's in his 80s. He's 80. No, he's 79.
Mm.
I think he's 79. But yeah,
79.
it's not a big deal. I'm not getting crazy because
78.
people that are screaming from their sides they look like fucking maniacs to me. I feel like you guys are out of your minds, both sides.
Right.
Stop crying. Stop like waving. We fucking won, losers. That's the only thing I don't like. You did it. You got them in there. And there's people that are going, oh, fuck yeah, my president now, loser.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of like, I hate doing this, but fucking I'm gonna do it. A lot of women online that I call yeah wives. You know what I'm talking about? You know yeah wives?
No.
Yeah, what my husband said. Yeah. We love him. Yeah, what's that, babe? Yeah, what he said.
A lot of that, dude.
Oh.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah wives. But
That's a Bravo show that we need to get going, man.
the real yeahs of Orange County.
Yeah.
But I don't care. It's like, we're fine. And I've said this a million times and I'll say it again. The only difference between now and when we were kids is the internet. The internet just makes the world smaller, and it makes everyone think that they have, a podium or whatever you call it, a platform.
Soapbox.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks that everyone wants to hear what they have to say because they can tell everyone. That's the thing. We could talk to everyone now.
Yeah.
That wasn't so easy back in the day. Now we can talk to everybody, and everyone can hear
was highly controlled.
Yes. And now it is not, and people are flipping out, and they're acting like we're in the worst time of all. Dude, this is the worst time in the history of the world. Hey, man, not. Not. Live in the 40s. Get drafted.
Yeah.
Cuban Missile Crisis. Do fucking nuclear fallout drills at school every day because everyone thought we were going to get nuked.
Yeah.
And there were riots everywhere.
Yeah.
Like we've had a few here and there, but there was when our parents were kids, there was riots everywhere all the time.
Dude, people had it on their calendars.
Yeah, people were like, "Oh, we're rioting Wednesday at 2."
Yeah.
What are we rioting about? Women.
Who's
wanna do
bringing the
some more shit.
sandwiches again?
Yeah. I mean,
Or
the
be black.
craziest time of our country.
Yeah.
Or be black.
Be black.
Hey, be black in the last fucking 50 years. You tell me how crazy it is today. Because today, you can be black, white, yellow, and say whatever the fuck you want on internet.
Yep.
Also, there are countries that if they did half the shit we did, they'd get killed. But yeah, people are like, this is the craziest time in history. No, it's not. It's just the most documented.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
It's the most
More people
easily
know about it.
seen.
Right.
People show things like, I look at a lot of paranormal sites, and people are like, look at this crazy shit that happened over here in this country. Fish fell out of the sky. This is the world's ending now. That kind of shit has been happening forever. Ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like people are like, why are there so many poisonous snakes? And because people had them for pets, and then floods took their pets into the world, and now people in Florida live in a world where a fucking a diamondback giant boa constrictor can just show up on your porch and choke you out.
Just eat you.
Mm.
Yeah, it's crazy, but it's not. It's always been this way, is what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Right.
And then read history books. Look at the crazy shit that happened.
Well,
Look at the crazy shit that if there was internet back then.
Yeah. And
You
even
know?
the stuff like gay, transgender, stuff like that. Why is it more than ever before? You hear that kind of stuff.
Because everybody has a platform.
Yeah. And it's because it wasn't out there before because people weren't
Right.
talking about it.
Right.
They were hiding it before.
How crazy is that? See, now You could yell and scream from a mountaintop what you think you are.
Yeah.
Which, okay. But back then, if you did that, you'd get killed.
Mhm.
Yeah. People
Yeah.
were in fear for their life because of their sexuality.
Yeah.
You know?
And this is the worst time. I mean, people are,
Yeah.
they could say they're a fear for their life now too, but I get what you're saying.
It's just more documented. Everything's just right. Everything is accessible.
Mhm.
And it pisses me off when people are helping that cause too. I don't think it needs to be. I think there still should be behind the scenes. I've talked about this before.
Yeah.
But now even actors and comedians, and they're going online and talking about the audition that they just did. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you just took me out of everything.
Yeah. Was that breaking the fourth wall?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Leave that fourth wall up, motherfucker.
Mhm.
Hey, before we get off Donald Trump, what do you think? So he was the 45th president.
Okay.
So now is he going to do like Kobe, have like 8 and 24? Is he going to be 45 and 47?
He's going to have two different numbers.
I
Yeah,
see he
yeah.
has a hat that has all three because he even says he's the.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm seeing him wear it where it has all three numbers.
Not my president.
45, 46, 47?
Yeah, yeah, I've seen him wear that hat.
Because there are people that still
I've seen others.
strongly believe it's fixed. Trump people really believe that was fixed. Of course, the one that he won is not fixed.
No, it isn't. Is it?
Legit.
Yeah,
But
didn't
also,
he just like
come on.
he
just
destroyed her. didn't he?
Huh? Oh, this one, there was no,
Yeah.
it was a
Yeah.
blowout. Yeah. He swept
Yeah.
because he got
Yeah.
the presidency,
Yeah.
Senate, the House, all that.
Did you
He's
see
sweet.
Bill Burr on SNL?
Mm-mm.
You're 0-2 with this guy, ladies.
Oh, I did hear that. Yeah. Yeah. And he got, I think he got the popular vote as well as all of the swing states.
Mhm.
Yeah, because Kamala wouldn't shut the fuck up about the wrong things. And these woke liberals, bleeding heart, crying to the camera, they don't even realize you guys lost the election for everybody.
Yeah.
I said it before. If I was gay or trans, I would have been like, Kamala, stop fucking talking about us.
Right.
Win first and then help us.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I think the other thing too is that when you're telling people how strong the economy is and how inflation is down, but people are still having trouble feeding themselves,
Yeah, my grocery.
and the other guys are
fucking
saying
down.
whether they can actually fix it or not, the other guys are saying, we know how hard it is for you, blah blah blah. All this stuff is going hell in a handbasket. Homeless people everywhere. We can fix it.
Right.
I mean, the messages are just different. You know what I
Right.
mean? And I think people resonated with the one that connected with them most.
Yep. But yeah, I've never really been a political. I stay away from politics and religion on stage.
Yeah.
Speaking of being trolled, did you guys watch the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight?
I
No.
was here doing a podcast, just sort of
I
looking at the updates.
Oh,
I
we
was
got trolled. We got
completely
trolled.
uninterested in that.
I wanted to see what kind of shape Mike was in because I watched a lot of the videos of him training, and I'm
Right.
like, holy shit, this dude is still strong and quick.
Yeah.
Right. But he's also almost 60.
Yeah.
I don't care what shape you're in. That's a vulnerable age. You're vulnerable. Headshots, all that shit. It's
Yeah.
just it's like it's kind of fucking weird that's that. And
So you watched
27.
it.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, do you feel like both fighters gave it their all?
No.
Just tell me that.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
There's a couple of moments in the fight where I'm like, oh, Mike Tyson is honoring the contract. He's honoring the contract because he rocked him. There's this one scene where he fucking There was this one part. I mean,
cut.
that's what it might
yeah.
as well have been because that's what I found out it was. So I'm going to say it. There was one scene in this farce that he did his typical Mike Tyson.
That uppercut where he comes.
What's that box movie does? He's here, ba ba ba, and here, ba ba ba.
Yeah.
They call it a Customano square or something like that. But he rocked Paul and then went in and then stopped.
Like he was going to finish the job.
Yep.
Okay.
And you slow that down. You're like, oh, he just realized, ooh, I'm not going to get my 20 mil if I do this. Because I found out that when his brother Logan fought Mayweather, it was in the contract. You cannot knock him out. Mayweather, you can't knock him out. And if you remember that fight, if you watched it, that was light work. Mayweather was floating around the ring.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
almost like he was just sparring in practice.
Yeah.
I will say Jake Paul's company was the promotional company. Guys, he sold out AT&T.
Mhm.
He sold it out. And then you talk about the Netflix numbers. It was the most watched fight in history.
Really?
You're shitting me.
And before that, it
People
was
like crap now.
yeah. Before that, the most watched fight in history before that was, I believe, Pacquiao Mayweather.
Oh, okay. So we're way past Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Thriller in Manila.
Well, think about it, because now we have
more TVs.
pay-per-view and we
Yeah.
have more TVs, and it's and you think about it, you count like the Netflix
Right.
watches.
Right.
YouTube.
But what they're doing when they count that is they're counting the accounts that watched it. But think about the people that are watching it from that account.
Yeah.
These are people that have it on in their living room with 30 other friends also.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? From the same account. So those numbers are hard to
You can literally assume 5 more people
easily.
for every number. Yeah.
So they made money. And the two preliminary fights before the Paul Tyson fight were amazing.
I heard they
were-
good fights.
Okay.
Those two girls, the girl fight, incredible. They were actually co-headlining it. They were both considered the main events.
Mm.
But then there was
What do
these
you mean? Who and who?
the two young ladies, and then Tyson and
Oh, wow.
But that fight went the distance. The girl that won the decision, it was very controversial. I don't think she should have won. The Latina girl got a bad cut from a headbutt over her eye.
Mm.
And I'm wondering if the judges went with that. But watch the fight. You're like, hey, that girl got robbed. And then the fight before them was a draw. This guy was winning the entire time. And then in the 6th round, the other guy, the smaller guy, fuck, I can't remember their names. What were the undercard names?
Well, the women's fight, it was let's see, Katie Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor.
And Amanda the Real Deal Serrano.
Yeah, Serrano and Taylor. Serrano, in my opinion, should have won. The fight before that, it was two Latino guys. One guy was taller, like a tall fighter. And you haven't seen a tall fighter in that weight division since, was it Tommy Hearns?
Hearns, right.
Mm,
Yeah. And, but anyways, the guy has power and stuff. And he was dominating the whole fight. And then in the 6th round, the smaller underdog rocked his ass and knocked him down.
Wow.
And then that shaped the rest of the fight. Yeah, so it actually ended in a draw, and no one complained. Everybody was like, yeah, that was a fucking draw. The second fight, Serrano fight, I think Serrano got robbed. I really do think she got robbed. I mean, it was but they were such textbook technique-filled, just incredible fights. Really good fights. And then this fiasco with Jake Paul and Tyson, which I'm not mad at Mike. He got his 10 million. It's 20, but after everything, he's probably going to take home 10.
Yeah.
And I think before the fight, his net worth was 10 million because he's went through a lot of fucking money. So he's back. He's now worth 20 million. So that's,
Is he still doing the Tyson Ranch?
yeah. Yeah. And then him and Holyfield have a company.
That's also
Yeah.
Can,
And I think their logo is like an ear with a bite out of it.
like they're buddies, like they're friends.
Yeah. You ever seen the video where
I'm
Mike
not-
Tyson for Christmas gave him his ear back?
No, gosh,
It's hilarious.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I gotta.
Yeah,
say
so
that
you
was
had-
bad.
What was that? That Goyat fight was awful.
Goiter.
This kid, Whindersson Nunez, he's a Brazilian guy who he's an influencer. He also has a Netflix comedy special, Brazil.
Mm.
And his fight, he was like 3 fights in or some shit. And this Indian guy, Neeraj Goyat, just toyed with him the whole time and didn't knock him down though. I'm not impressed with Goyat at all.
Okay.
He doesn't seem like he has any power in his punches or anything like that. And he fought a bum, not a bum, but like
Yeah.
in fight terms, But
Why is he a bum? Because he's just.
he's homeless. I'm just kidding.
Inexperienced.
Bum, like he's not
No
he's
special-
not a real contender. He's
Yeah,
not
okay.
a contender.
All right.
Which is that even a thing anymore? I can get 500 million followers and say I want to fight
Yeah.
McGregor, and
See,
someone will make it happen
Yeah.
if the money's right.
Yeah.
Because
are
Jake
things
Paul,
losing their luster because of that whole thing.
Well, like guys like the Paul brothers are able to build their own shit. That's one of the things I do like about what Jake did with this. His company is the promotional company, and he's trying to get all boxers, not just women boxers, paid more. And these women, he promoted the fight, and I think he got them pretty good, well paid. And he's giving to the sport. Like what he's doing for female boxing is amazing. These two women were the first women boxing match to sell out Madison Square Garden. And it was a fucking rumble, and everyone got their money's worth.
Wow.
So their second time fighting each other was even a bigger scale at AT&T, where it's where the Dallas Cowboys play.
And then because of this one girl being robbed,
I don't know if
they're
they're
gonna face each other again.
I don't know.
And then we write a script, like a screenplay about it.
Okay, keep it.
But it's like a movie if you think about it.
I mean, it's yeah. I mean, they are trailblazers because it's
I recognize
in a
them
sport
both.
that's just traditionally male dominated and the popularity is the male fights. These women are fucking fighters,
And you were
they
saying
are
they were
skilled,
Technically, like
technically incredible.
Which was which on this picture?
Serrano's watch this. Serrano's in the braids. No, on the right is Serrano, and on the I think
Okay, say
no,
taller.
on the left is Serrano because that cut.
where's Serrano from?
Saturday.
Oh, duh.
Look at the
Katie
flag.
has Katie on her
But
belt.
also,
Hello.
see the flag on the
Katie
on
and
the
then,
girls?
yeah, that is a Boricua,
Yeah. There we go.
um,
Okay.
Puerto Rican. But yeah,
Guys.
they literally were the
Check
main
this
event at Madison Square Garden and sold it out.
Mm.
That's awesome. So Jake Paul's supporting female boxing. I think that's really cool what he's doing. But this Mike Tyson fight was just, I mean, like the guy is 60, and think about it. When are you at your peak as a male? 27.
Yeah.
They say that's when the brain stops developing. 27 years old. He's not only is he 27 at peak, he's extremely healthy and he's in incredible shape.
Right.
And he can box. The guy could box. He's got skills.
I wouldn't get in the ring with him.
Fuck
still.
no, I wouldn't, unless I was getting $20 million. You know what I mean? So, but the thing now is like, fight a real contender. Don't fight somebody that's coming out of retirement, because now his brother Logan's calling out Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor's out. He's retired. He's older. He's injured.
Why are they going after those guys?
Because they're draws.
They're
that's why.
huge draws,
They're huge
and they're
draws.
not going to get killed. And it's their company, so they're going to put some stuff in the contract. That's why I really believe that the contract was like, first of all, they made the ring bigger. I don't know if you guys know that.
No.
They made the ring bigger, and then they made their gloves bigger. They were wearing like 14-ounce gloves or something.
Yeah.
When usually they're 10-ounce gloves.
And they
smaller
smaller the
ring.
rounds as well.
And they shortened the rounds to 2 minutes.
Right.
They should have put it. They should put a squeaker in those. Every time he punched the guy.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot there that I'm like, it was an exhibition. And
Okay,
like
but-
Roy Jones Jr. was announcing, and they're like, so what does he have to fear? You fought Mike Tyson when he was 54. And Roy's like, bro, this dude is young. He goes, here's the thing. And this is why it was, in my opinion, it was fixed. And I'm saying in my opinion. I'm sorry, in the world's opinion. Because anyone that could if Mike gets a square shot on your fucking button, on your jaw, you're done.
It's over.
Yeah.
You're done. It's over. And he got one in, and when he was about to move in for the kill, he held back and stopped.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the contract said it's going the distance. The contract said don't knock this kid out, because at the end, when there was 12 seconds left, Paul stopped and he started doing the bow to him and bowed to him with respect. And Mike was like, and everybody was like,
What the hell?
you keep fighting in that last 12 seconds. You keep
Right.
fighting in that last 12 seconds. So it was all.
Well,
And he's such an amazing shit talker.
let's think about this. So
Paul.
See, I don't know these brothers.
Yeah.
I have an aversion to them. I kind of
There was a
avoid-
time when they were the most hated guys on the internet.
because everybody thought they were pretenders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're little pranksters. And they when they moved to LA, there was like a petition to get them kicked out of the neighborhood because they were throwing crazy
real quick,
parties.
because I don't know. Again, I don't know as much about them. Pretending to be what? They're pretending.
Well, they were
All of it.
they were YouTube personalities,
Mhm.
and just now then they were pretending to get into boxing, and people
Oh,
just
I
thought
see.
they
Okay.
weren't real. Because I think at one time they were doing sprints and running and all kinds of other stuff.
all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Google this. The meme where it says, I'm going to have to tell my grandchildren this is who beat Mike Tyson. It gives you an idea of what these guys are about.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I know what he's being a goofball.
He's dancing and singing and
Yeah.
shit.
See,
Yeah.
yeah. I didn't under, I,
But
I, I,
wait, but that's my point though. I mean, what did we think was going to happen? I mean, because if Mike Tyson
Yeah.
wins, he ruins these guys' careers because now they look like pretenders, right?
Right.
Mike Tyson gains nothing. It's not
Well,
like he's going to start boxing
This was
again.
a business.
So the other side of that, we already have a proof of concept for staged fighting. It's called the WWE.
Right. Which with the
So
younger brothers in it.
all they did was just
Mhm.
follow that model
Yep.
of the WWE
I mean,
and put celebrity
You
and,
know, the
and
walk-
talent over everything else.
Let me give you an idea. So during the weigh-in, Tyson slapped him.
I saw that.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he slapped him in the face
Why?
because he said Jake Paul stepped on his foot.
Mm.
Dude, Jake Paul's such an amazing shit talker, dude. I got to give it up to him, man. He is a showman, and he put on a show.
Right.
So after the interview, they're like, okay, I'd be remiss if I didn't bring it up, the slap. And Jake Paul goes, oh, I'm glad he did it. I was so happy that he did that because now it's personal, and I'm going to fuck him up. And then he says, yeah, but he said you stepped on his toe. He goes, oh, did I step on his widow toe? Is this the Mike Tyson everybody fears? I stepped on his widow toe, so he got mad. Like, incredible shit talking. And I'm like,
Jeez.
yo. And so then the fucking, when they walk into the ring?
Yeah.
So Jake Paul and Logan Paul go into the ring in a lowrider truck
Jeez.
that was a custom truck by Gas Monkey.
Why the ring was bigger.
Shop, yeah. But they didn't go into the ring.
Oh,
They went up halfway.
Ring with a garage
But
door.
in the truck, in the back seat, they had a cage with pigeons. And Mike Tyson is a pigeon guy. Yeah, he
I didn't know that.
Oh, Mike Tyson is one of the top homing pigeon people,
Don't
professional.
tell me they released and shot him or something.
No, but they offered him pigeons and he wouldn't take. And then the song that they went in. What scene in Hangover is Tyson famous for? In the Air Tonight, Genesis.
Yes. Yeah.
Quiet, this is my favorite part. And then he goes, da, 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 da. That's the song that they're coming into the ring to.
Okay.
So it's just like, yo, this guy's the best shit talker. He's a showman. He turned boxing into WWE, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But once they got in the ring, you're like, oh. Because Mike's 58, and he went the distance. Yes, the rounds were only 2 minutes. But still, dude, I'm 54. If you give me a minute and a half, I'm dead.
Mm-hmm.
People don't realize how long 2 minutes is
Right.
when you're boxing or grappling.
And
Jiu-jitsu, 2 minutes, grappling.
that kind of combative
Right.
exertion, there's also
The adrenaline.
adrenaline involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, this guy is in incredible shape. I'm going to be honest. It hurt watching a 58-year-old guy getting hit by a 27-year-old kid.
Mm-hmm.
That bothered me.
Yeah.
It did bother me. And that's another thing that he was like, you guys are going to come up with all the excuses when I kick his ass that he's old and this and that. But there are people, and I might be one of these people that do believe that this kid, if he starts fighting contenders, that he may have a future in boxing. Because he's good.
But that's not his thing though.
That's not lucrative enough.
His thing is the whole entertainment aspect of it.
Right.
I could see him retiring and just running his own thing. You know what I mean?
It's
Just
called, his company's,
promoting
what is this
shows.
promotional company called? What is it called? It's got a cool name, but it's also got a real cocky name. But yeah, that was a very interesting thing to watch. And it's funny because it took place in the middle of a show that I was on. And we stopped the show so that we could watch the fight
Oh no.
halfway through the show.
Where was this?
And then when the fight was over, we kept the comedy show going at New Comedy Club.
oh, cool.
Yep.
Mm.
Did you find what his company's called?
Is it most valuable
Yeah.
promotions?
Most Valuable Promotions.
Yeah.
That's a good,
MVP,
that's
yeah.
a good name. I like
MVP.
But yeah, I'm curious to see what the future holds with these guys and what he's gonna do and what the next fight is. Like who's he gonna bring out of retirement this time?
Well, the interesting thing is they did sort of bring,
Yeah, George Foreman
they
fucking
brought
rolls.
boxing back from the UFC. UFC sort of took over as sort of like, the
He made it
thing
entertaining.
first to watch.
And
you know?
again, it's that social media, man. It's that social media angle. They just figured it the fuck out. And by the way, hey, I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you,
No,
dude. You
get your money.
fucking he's making generational wealth. Like if he has children and they're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
They're gonna be fine. But it was good to see him and his brother roll in the ring together because there was a minute where they weren't getting along and they weren't talking and stuff.
Wow, you guys know so much about these. I know nothing about these guys.
Yeah,
don't
well, I
know
look into it
anything.
Yeah.
and stuff, and then you hear people talking. And
Mm.
of course, I like combat sports.
I got to be honest. It took me a while to realize there were two of them.
Oh, really? They
thought
look
it was-
very similar.
I thought they were one of the same guy.
They look very similar. I believe Jake. I think
No.
Jake's older.
I'm being so old.
But dude, but also
It's part of
loving.
the
I
script.
love watching. I love boxing and I love MMA. And now I'm back into love with them. Speaking of which, I had cigars last night. I remember a guy named Frank Triggs. Frank Trigg. He's a UFC alum, and he's like got a pretty incredible
Heard of him.
fight record: 22 wins,
Heck yeah.
and 9 losses or something. But yeah, he's now a ref. Big John McCarthy, who's in the ref for the UFCs, has an academy that you could learn, that you could train to do that. And now he's the latest. And he had just recently had his UFC referee debut as well.
Oh wait, trained to be a ref or trained to be a fighter?
Ref.
Imagine training to be a ref of that.
Yeah.
You gotta train in fighting. You
have
gotta
to
know
know what
how
you're
to.
doing.
You gotta know how to handle
Yeah.
those guys.
You've seen people grab the fighters off
Guys
the other
are-
fighter
those
and put them
guys
in
are-
locks and shit.
those guys
I just love the
are
part
monsters.
when the guy hits him and then the ref just dives in there before the guy hits him again. I just
Now think about that as a ref. Look how close these refs, and you see the bloopers or whatever you want to call it on
Yeah.
YouTube of refs getting knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
They have to go in there and stop, and they're getting so close to these flying fists that
Right.
are just so dangerous.
right.
Yikes! But yeah, that was interesting. Interesting. Like I said, I'm very interested in the future of this and what's the next. What is their next thing? What's their next gig, and who are they gonna? Because I know that the younger brother is calling out Connor.
McGregor,
Connor's
you're
just
saying.
tweeting like, "Yeah, whatever, dude. Like he's done. I think he's
Yeah.
just happy being retired."
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of next gig, what's your next gig?
Next gig, I have next week. You'll be seeing this on Monday. So this week you'll see me at the Comedy Store. I'll be at the Comedy Store. Let me double check. Oh, the 30th, November 30th. Come to this show. This is gonna be a lot of fun. The California Room at the Ice House in Pasadena. I'm doing a show with my buddy Ali Sher. Ali Sher and friends. I'm one of the N friends. It is November 30th. I believe at 8 o'clock in the California Room at the Ice House in Pasadena. That'll be there. December 2nd through the 8th, I'm headlining Brad Garrett's Comedy Club in Las Vegas at MGM Grand. So definitely check that out. I got another date for Vegas. I'm going to be in April. I'm headlining Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club again in April on the 4th and 5th, either 4th and 5th or 5th and 6th. That weekend in April, I'll be headlining Jimmy Kimmel's. So yeah, this 30th, this weekend on the 30th, I'll be at the Ice House Pasadena with my buddy Ali Sher, and then December 2nd through the 8th, which is the following week, I will be headlining Brad Garrett's Comedy Club at MGM. So we're probably going to skip that week on the podcast as far as recording because I'll be out of town. But thank you guys so much for listening. As always, make sure you continue to rate and review at Apple Podcasts, 5-star rating, please, 5-star, nothing less. A glowing review, nothing less. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell there on YouTube. And as always, everything one-stop shop, Unidentical Pod. Go to unidentical.pod.com for all your merch, links, all that good stuff. And if you have any inquiries, questions, or complaints, unidenticalpod@gmail.com. Thank you so much. See you guys later.
Unidentical.